brought to you by Lister Pros TV, streaming from Tempe, Arizona. And we're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, Jordan Nielsen here, host of Real Estate Pros on Lister Pros TV. And today we are sitting here at Guild Mortgage in Tucson, Arizona with Lori Maris of the Lori Maris team, Long Realty.
Hello.
Right? Did I get all that right? I'm like double checking myself. I'm like, I messed it all up. So anyways, awesome. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to come join me here at Guild Mortgage.
Absolutely, Jordan.
On
Thanks
Real
for
Estate Pros.
Listing Pros and Guild Mortgage for having me.
Awesome. Well, thank you for taking time. We'll give you an opportunity to introduce yourself for those that are watching that don't know who you are. You are a top producer here. I know we gave you out a top producer mug recently, so congratulations on being a Tucson top producer. But talk a little bit about how long you've been in real estate, what interested you in the business, and kind of like a little intro on Lori.
Yeah, I've got a 12-year history in real estate. I came out of the retail industry, so I've been in service all of my life, from my high school years at McDonald's to time at Dillard's and Walgreens and quite a few retail atmospheres. When it was time to leave retail, I took all of the things I loved about retail, which was predominantly engaging with the customers and the clientele, and thought, what job translates that best? And it was real estate. And 12 years later, I'm still here, so I'm thinking it was probably a really good decision.
You've survived, right? You survived the first year and beyond.
I survived 2005.
Yeah. So let's talk about that for a second. How did you handle that? I mean, there's obviously a lot of cycles, within real estate.
Yeah, and 2005 was a really tough time to come into the industry. Things were flying off the shelf at a ridiculous price. I was not established. I did not have a great sphere to work from. So my niche was doing the work nobody else wanted to do because they were too busy, putting them on the market and taking 6 offers by noon. I went out there and helped the people who needed to get into rentals. I went out there and helped the people who had trouble with financing. I went out there and did the work that nobody else was willing to do, and it really did feed me in the later years when the market dropped and things got a little tough for most real estate agents who had forgotten how to work.
Yeah.
I've been working from day one.
So you've been working from day one while they went to go get a 9-to-5 job,
Yeah, exactly. A lot of them didn't make it through.
A lot of people kind of get in when it's hot, and then it becomes a little challenging or hard. You got to put in actual work, and then they seem not to last,
Yeah, and that did happen. So I've been around for 12 years and still ready to get up and go to work every day.
Still going
great.
strong.
I love it.
So what do you love most about being in real estate? Obviously, you've been in it for 12 years.
The best part is that high you get from achieving somebody's goals, helping them get to where they want to be. Whether it is a seller who is wanting to get back to their grandchildren or who are relocating, or a buyer who's buying their first home. Taking a buyer who I sold them their first home and moving them into now the home they're gonna raise their family in, and just nailing it, going out there and having them cite what their needs are, giving them a path, working with them and nailing it. When it's done, they come back and they go, I could not have expected this to be better. This is exactly what I wanted and more. Such a rush from that. It is such a great feeling.
So just being able to help people really achieve their goals, and your role that you play in that, and the experience side of it, because we're not going to lie, a real estate transaction oftentimes is very stressful for buyer and seller alike. Mm-hmm. So being able to help them move to the finish line successfully and have them be excited about the transition.
Absolutely. We make it as seamless as possible. And, we're not going to lie to anybody. It's work, but it's the goal at the end, and we will get you through it. And it's exciting. We managed to do this 85 times last year. We achieved 85 goals, 85 dreams. Wow. And we're hoping to do 100 this year. And I think my team and I can do it. We're really focused on that commitment, and it's just the best. You'll see it on our reviews. You'll see it both Zillow, Long Realty, we've got the reviews that people are out there, they're really happy when they can get a real estate agent who shows up, comes to the table and has their best interests in heart.
So let's talk about, you talked about team and Long Realty. Let's talk about that for a second, because you obviously probably started in the business, you're working out by yourself, and now in 2018, it's the Lori Maris team at Long Realty. So talk to us a little bit about how the team dynamic helps your clients get to that finish line.
Yeah, there's 4 of us who work together. I've been in the business the longest at 12 years. I've got Sandra Johnson, comes out of the customer service industry. She's been with me going on 3 years now. Sandra is fabulous with both her buyers and sellers, very feet on the ground. She has got an enormous amount of compassion and caring, and just such a wonderful people person. A lot of her clients remain her friends long after the transaction is done. Added John Smith about a year ago. John Smith also comes out of the customer service world. John is a real go-getter. He is an idea creator. He is, he's a great troubleshooter. And then we've got Donna Salvatore. Donna runs our back office and our paperwork. When you deal with our team, if you get John Smith at the beginning of the transaction, you have John Smith at the end of the transaction. We are not a team that shuffles you off to different segments or fragments of our team. But you've got the support of Lori Maris, Sandra Johnson, and Donna Salvatore behind John when he needs it. So it means it's behind you also. It is a power of 4 people working to get everything done. But you've got direct contact to any one of us at any given point in time. We all pick up our phones. No one is inaccessible on my team, which is something I'm very, very proud of.
That's awesome.
But we have got 4 people, all with customer service backgrounds, and we're old school customer service. Well, we're not the drive-through window type of customer service. We know what it takes to get things done face to face, and I'm really proud of that.
Yeah, and it sounds like it, because that's the concern that a lot of people have when they're like, oh, I'm going to go with a team. They feel like they're going to be shuffled. And a lot of teams do that. They kind of shuffle a buyer or a seller around, like, you're in this stage, so now you're dealing with this person. But it's nice to know from a consumer standpoint that you got that one person point of contact. You have the support of the entire team, but you're just dealing with that one person. So it's not like communication gets lost in the shuffle when you're shuffling around, at least from my experience.
Yeah, we don't pull you in and then leave you. We're there to the bitter end. We will take you through the good times and the bad, and we're going to get you to the finish line. Again, it's hitting that goal. I understood the goal when we first initiated with you, and we're going to make sure that we're achieving that all the way along the transaction. At the end, we haven't somehow gone awry. Like I say, I'm pretty proud. We've been very successful at it. We're very excited about what it is we do. And the people who we meet along the way. I think we've impacted a lot of lives, and they have impacted ours. So.
Yeah. So why did you go with Long Realty?
Oh, that is actually, I love that you asked that question. Long Realty has a commitment to their agents that I think is above and beyond any other company that I interviewed. They required me to go in and take additional education. Real estate school teaches you the law, but it doesn't teach you about a house. It doesn't teach you how to sell a home. It doesn't teach you the process. It teaches you the law, which is a great thing to know. Okay?
Sure, you got to know.
But all of a sudden you're thrown out into the world and you have this contract that you're now having to explain to somebody for the first time. Before I ever wrote a contract for somebody, I went through 2 weeks of additional education with Long, went through meetings, follow-up meetings with them every month. They invested time in me. They invested a professional from Long Realty's time in me, ongoing. The support system that my team has within itself, Long Realty has as a company. I have a question, I put it out there to my management, it goes to everybody until we get the answer that is right. There are no dead ends in Long Realty. The support system that I get from both fellow agents and the management is so great. It is so valuable. Like I say, John or Sandra have a client. They have the Lori Maris team. Lori Maris team has a client. We have the Long Realty team. It is just an enormous asset, the knowledge and the support that we have coming from that company. Completely insane. If you have to almost be immersed in it to fully appreciate
Sure,
it.
yeah. And I know Long Realty is the they do the highest volume of transactions here in Tucson, so they're obviously doing something right to be able
Yeah.
to
And the
to stay
caliber
number
of
one.
agents is just, I really think that we are, that you can't put another company against us and beat what we have in talent. It's really a great group of people, and we're willing to share and support each other. We don't have a competitive atmosphere within the office. We are really all there for the common goal, which is to take great care of our clients and to reflect our image and our brand well. And I think we achieve it.
Sure.
I certainly do.
And in real estate, we know that tools are very important to be able to stay in front of your clients and
Yeah.
and make it the seamless transaction. You know, like you talk about taking your buyers and sellers to the finish line and being able to help that customer service experience. So, what tools and things do you have in place that really helps you from a real estate agent? I mean, this is a question that'd be for realtors if they're looking for maybe a tool or something that you found that really helps your guys' team function.
I'm a little confused by the question, so please
Oh,
forgive
sorry.
me. I don't know if we're
Yeah.
going from a marketing standpoint or from
It can
a
be
back
from
office standpoint.
right. So it can be from how you manage the CRM you use, and also could be from creating marketing materials and the things that
Yeah.
you use.
The marketing we do is the most exciting part of presenting. I come from a retail background, so that's just the really sexy part of what
Yeah.
we do, is to take somebody's home and just put it in the best light possible to get the most money for them. It's how we became affiliated with Lister Pros. We professionally photograph every one of our houses, because if you've ever seen the photographs I take on my cell phone, some of those you see on
A little
MLS.
crooked? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, with the toilet seat up.
Yeah,
It's we go in there and actually invest time, invest our own money in making sure that our sellers' homes show fabulously. Floor plans. We have so many people shopping on the internet, and the internet is so important to us anymore. People will judge your house before they've even hit the city. It's on their list based on the pictures that they've seen, and the pictures are everywhere. When I feed into Long Realty, I feed into MLS, it feeds out to 800 websites. It's out there. And it's out there in whatever fashion I put it out there.
Right.
So, professional photographs, Lister Pros, floor plans, every listing. People want to see the floor print. They're not here feet on the ground to get a feel for it. Getting it out there on every possible website. I mean, those are the most valuable tools we have right now for our sellers, and in turn for our buyers. Because buyers need to see the best representation of every home that's out there in order to make their shopping decisions intelligently. Buyers aren't coming to us at the beginning of their shopping process. We're catching them when they're at the tail end now. There's so much information available online to them right now that they've seen the houses. They've narrowed it down. They've got 3 in mind, 4 in mind. We don't bring people to the houses anymore. They bring them to us.
Right.
We get them through the transaction. And that has, with buyers, predominantly been our role. So getting out there and representing all of these homes in the best possible way and getting them to every possible buyer is one of the biggest pushes that we have. And that has really, I think, made us on the listing side incredibly successful, because we do put a lot of time, energy, and our own money into making sure that happens.
Right. And that's probably one of the biggest, what you're talking about, probably one of the biggest fundamental changes from when you started 2005 to 2017. The buyers are doing not a lot of work for you. Your role is a little bit different. They come to you, they bring you the houses that they want. Obviously, with you need cell phones and the faster internet and stuff like that. And
All of that
professional.
has changed.
So it's shifted a little bit.
Just enormously, where I used to spend a full day in the car with a buyer for, a weekend, and then 4 hours again and 3 hours here. We're not spending that much time anymore. They're doing drive-bys. They have so much information on the internet. Agents are out there actively holding open houses, which even about 4 years ago weren't that important. But buyers are now waiting for them because the internet will tell them when it happens. Property is no longer a secret. There's no longer some special little book that we have for things that are active on the market. So it is kind of an exciting time, but it also means everything moves faster. And with everything moving faster, it means that we're on all the time. Again, something else we're very proud of, our phone gets answered. We don't have Monday through Friday 8 to 5 hours. You call at 9 o'clock at night, if we can pick it up, we pick it up. Saturdays and Sundays, we pick it up. You will always reach somebody. But that is the nature of our business now. Internet is 24/7. As best as we can, we try to hit that 24/7 for our clients too.
Awesome. So let's talk a little bit about advice for new agents.
Uh-huh.
So obviously you were a new agent at one time. You know, it was a little bit of a different market in 2005. So if an agent is starting today in 2018, what advice would you give them to be able to find success earlier? We know that on average it takes agents a while to kind of get established. You know,
Yeah.
but what are those things that you would focus on if you're a new agent
For a new
starting
agent?
from we'll assume an area that you don't have a huge sphere of influence or anything
Well,
like
that's
that.
exactly how I started out. And actually, first of all, show up to work. It's a job, but you're somewhat self-employed. As an independent contractor, you set your own hours. Nobody really makes you show up to work. Show up to work. It's a job. Plan on being there. These set hours every day of the week. And do something. Get in front of people. Open house. I consider volunteer work time. I'm out there with the public. I'm talking to people. If I'm allowed to talk about real estate in that venue, great. But I'm also doing a second thing. I'm interacting with folks and I'm helping the community. Become immersed. Find your niche, whether it's through your school, the elementary schools, the high school, it doesn't matter, some parent-teacher organization. Go out there and help the library. Go out there and hold open houses. But get your face out there, get your name out there, get in front of people. Because there is so much. The internet is great. I absolutely love it. But there are people, when they go out there and they click on the internet to show me this house, they've clicked on 5 different agents. They couldn't tell you who any one of them is. But you get face to face, and we are so much in business today losing face to face. Get out there in front of somebody, make yourself memorable. They will more likely remember this than they will that whatever was over the cell phone,
Right.
whatever was over the computer. So get out there in front of people, however you have to do it.
So show up as if it's a regular job. You
It
know,
is
I
a
think that's the thing
regular
is, you know, you got where they think they take the flexibility to the other side of things. Like, oh, I don't have anything going on today, so you know. So I think that's kind of a trap of self-employed. If you're not super motivated, you may fall into that. But show up as if your bosses want you to do
Well, and
certain
showing
things.
up isn't necessarily the office. I've sold very little from sitting at my desk. My office is probably my biggest enemy. And I tell that to my team. We just recently moved into a much larger office. I told them it scares me because I don't want you getting comfortable. You will never sell anything from that desk.
Right.
You need to get out there. Everything that's going on is happening out there. The people out there, the houses are out there. You need to get out there and be present, be in front of people. And they've been great about really embracing that. New agents come in and they tend to sit in the office and they're getting acclimated with the systems. They're looking at multiple listing. They're trying to get practiced and rehearsed on doing some things seamlessly. But you've got to get up out of the desk because there's an entire office full of us who show up there. And the odds of you getting something from your desk is no greater than the odds of somebody else getting something from their desk. So go where somebody else isn't.
Right.
Go out there and really immerse yourself in the public and let folks know. Wear the name badge. Let them know who you are. Let them know what you do and be proud of it.
So in 2018 is the Lori Mares team. What are some of your goals? Are you guys looking to expand, bring on a couple new agents? Or are you guys happy the way you are? Like, what does that look like in
what?
2018?
We're in great shape. Right now, I think we're comfortable where we're at. We don't want to be a mega team. We don't want to be, one of these teams where we don't know who the clientele is. We want to be able and do exactly what I've told you the new agents need to do. We are trying to partner right now with the Friends of the Pima County Public Libraries to go out there and man their membership table over the Festival of Books. And this is not solid yet, so don't hold me to it, but this is what we have proposed to them. We want to go out there and sponsor memberships for the people who go and shop from them.
Wow.
We're going to give money back in our time to the community and, again, get our faces out in front of people. We did it with the Community Food Bank this past fall. We went and helped them. They did their first annual, I'm so proud of them, their first annual community turkey drive. And they had hundreds of turkeys come in. This was absolutely fabulous to see the city of Tucson come out and support the food bank. We went to 2 of their grocery stores and had our presence there, and we matched donations up to $2,000. So if they collected $2,000 worth of donations, we matched it. And, $1 was 4 meals. We made it 8. And we went out there and put our faces in front of that and helped them solicit money, and they had a fabulous drive. We're really proud of that. That is the biggest part of our goal this year, is to actually get back out into the community and not only promote ourselves, but try and promote a lot of the good things that are going on
Sure.
out there.
Yeah. You know, a lot of great things happening in Tucson.
Yeah.
All over the place. A lot of growth. You've probably seen a lot of growth over time.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting town. I really like this town. I like the people of it. So every time I'm out here, it's very, very nice. If somebody watching this video is, maybe they want to ask you some additional real estate questions, or they're looking to buy or sell a home, how would they go about getting a hold of you?
Okay, that's really easy. Okay, folks, here we go. We've got a number that rings to 3 phones. This is why we always answer our phone. It's 520-918-5808. We also have LoriMarrasteam.com, and there's a little icon at the bottom that says, message, and one of us will get back to you right away. That is actually a live chat, so we're real easy to get hold of. Don't be afraid to reach out. We're here for you.
Awesome. Well, thank you for taking time out of your busy day, Lori, and joining me here on Real Estate Pros. And we will see you guys on the next episode.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lori.